So I'm just trying to video the screen in the fuel pump here on this 261. It's kind of hard to see, but it's full of crap. You can kind of see it right there. So it's a good thing I'm going through this and trying to get it cleaned up before I start it. Remove a couple wires here. Actually, this whole coil pulls out, but maybe I'll have to leave it. There. A couple wires out of the way. And the screen, I think, is just sitting on here. It's really hard to get at in this particular vehicle anyway. Yeah, it's not budging. Maybe I can just vacuum that out. Seems to be crud up on top too. Very fine, so I don't think it would let any of that thick stuff through. See if I can get a vacuum on that. Knocked the coil wire off. It's always something. Bugs in your coffee? Still good. Gotta be careful in this old thing. Every time I do something, I knock a wire off. Not because I'm bashing it around, but like this connector's a little messed up. Look at that. That goes to the coil on the negative lead. Probably take this coil mount off just to get at that thing. My battery's dying, so I'll swap out and come back. Alright, so this will be the first time me using my Bluetooth mic, so let me know how it is. If it sounds any better, hopefully. Here's the old Blitz, as they call it in Australia. Just under the bonnet here, or the hood. Looking after some business with some bad wires and cleaning up the fuel pump filter. I've been in here, you can see. I haven't really done a walk around of it, so I figured that's a good idea right now. I kind of have it under a tarp until I get the building up top arranged properly. You can see it's got a bit of rust there, nothing that's I can't handle. I've been oiling all these window latches or window. Oh, look, that one's moving. Oh, nice. Okay, and then I got things like, you know, they've been doing, well, they were doing electrical under here. They were doing electrical under here, and, you know, they haven't really, you know, fastened it down good, and there's a lot going on underneath here. So, anyway, nice oversized wooden wheel. I like that. We got the, let's see, it's too bright here. There, see on the door there? We got all the cylinder compression, 130 and 140, which is good. We got this, I guess what they did was the back was gone anyway, so someone had tried to weld something on the back. I bet you there's been several iterations of this vehicle since it was 1942. And they did an Indian pattern, which apparently is pretty rare, and it's bolted to the frame. They did a nice, the mud flaps look really good, like, as far as what I see in a couple pictures I got from Hanno, from Maple Leaf up. The tanks, I scoped the tanks, and they're looking not bad inside, but judging by the rust on that filter, you know, it could use an inline filter. I might figure something to put on these metal lines here. One each before the tank selector. There's some interesting weld and see? I like this panel. I've noticed a lot of vehicles when they shape. Wow, this is probably just dings from something, but you can see on here. It's pretty bright out, guys, but anyway, we've got a lot of dings here, like some, you know, you hit it with a chisel, or they had a tool that would bend a plate flat. This looks original. It's looking original. There's the battery I put in the other video. They say to put the ground right to the starter, so maybe I'll do that later. But you can see this funny green color. This funny green color, I noticed that when they had them decommissioned in Canada, where I am, they would put them on display and stuff, and they would paint them this green color for some reason. Like a really light green color. Unless it was just faded or something, I don't know. We got some, you know, as far as fasteners go, I can't say. I had an F15A in about in 98 or something like that. And that was the last time I had a CMP, so I can't say if these are original fasteners. You know, you can usually tell by the grading on the top of them, but we got this thing here. No, it's not hooked up. I'll get that going. But looks like the lens has been painted over, or, you know, these are aluminum, I think, so they're very hard to get apart. I did that before and it was tough. Halogen 12-volt headlights. And someone was, if you look at the front of this thing, it looks like someone was, you know, either they were doing a bit of body work or they were just having fun with a sander or something. But, you know, this is typically where you would have, oh, there's my float bowl thing. I better not lose that. Sucked it up with the vacuum. They typically have, you know, the regiment or something here, something over here possibly, but I don't know if they were looking for that, but I've done that before, where you take the layers down and you try and find out what was on there. And yeah, you can see they were using an orbital or something and going around here. I like those spot welds. That's pretty cool. If you've ever run one of those machines, you know it's pretty intimidating at first, but pretty cool. Let's see if there's any bugs in my coffee. Oh yeah, there's a little one there, but still worth it. Okay. And we got the vents here. Need a bit of adjustment. I've gone over and oiled everything because I don't see that it's ever been oiled, but looks like we got the typical bulging pillars here. I'm trying to source these things. I don't have a lot of time to do all sorts of stuff, but yeah, I like putting new ones here. I'll get the canvas and put it on here. It'll be pretty cool. I don't have mirrors. Oh, there we go. I don't have mirrors for that yet, but I'll get the rectangular mirrors. Down here we got nice looking inner fender. Looks like it's been driven. I have not started or driven this vehicle yet. Everything, I like it under here. It looks really good. Like it must have been a static display in Manitoba apparently. Now you got I guess the C8 has no front wheel, so it's just a two-wheel drive. And this is a C8A, so nice look. Ooh, dirt. Nice. Exhaust system. Actually has an exhaust system with a muffler. Wow. I didn't see what I liked about this vehicle when I laid underneath it in the barn that it was in. There was also a F15A, and I really like those, and I have a lot of experience with them. I like that there was no leaking around. A lot of stuff. The master cylinder is dry for the brakes, and that is it leaked out right at the wheels, so you can see streaks running down, and the paint's all come off on the inside of the wheels. Let's see if I can get a look at that with my super bungee cord. Yeah, here we go. See, you can see here, hopefully, that it's not too bright, that we've got a little bit of leakage there. I haven't looked close enough at this. Oh, there's a nice yellow caterpillar made a home there. So yeah, I got a bit of leaking down here and whatnot, but the brake fluids actually come all the way around and come down and dripped off the bottom of the brake backer plate. See that green there? That's interesting. Someone just painted it up with something over top of it. The frame has it too. It's interesting. If anyone knows about that green color, let me know, please. You can see it's on there. Green color. I've backed these nuts off. Of course, just the ones that take the wheel off, not the one that's going to explode in my face. But yeah, I've done these ones out and then in again, one at a time, and they've come off pretty good. Oh, my stem looks like my inner tube is a little off there. Driven with a flat tire, maybe. See, it's got some cracks. I don't know if that'll be any good for certification or whatever, but yeah, here's the muddy inner fenders. Looks pretty good. Oh, what's this? Touch-ups. So, canvas top. There you go, there's a better look at it. Got my specs there. Yeah, they have wheel chocks in here. I found later. It's pretty cool. They're rock solid. Like this is this piece. Tell me if this is original. But these are solid as a rock. Like it is vulcanized and hardened. So I got those two things in there. That's kind of cool. This little back hatch with that's a canvas. Let me go see that. Got some canvas, been there for years though, like 30 years or something. It was nicely made, but it's shrunken. It won't even fit this window. Then we got the caution right-hand drive. This is what the back is kind of fabricated out of. Let me pull this whole tarp down. There we go, spare tire. This is what the back looking like. I think this is an addition here. Don't think the back, yeah, I think the back of the bed is, or the back, this is the frame rail, usually terminates here, but it looks like someone's added a bit to it and even cut out a bit there for the piece, see, as it comes up. It won't hit. I guess it was hitting and they decided to take that out. This is something interesting here. Little nibby there. And okay, so this is what it looks like at the back. You can see the brake fluid has run down there and over here. I got my super custom wheel stopper there. And yeah, I gotta find my way around here. I put something underneath there to lay on, but I gotta get this in under a building of some sort. Yeah, it looks like both gas tanks I scoped, they're looking pretty good, and we've got, you know, if I have enough filtration for now, I'll start it up the way it is. If I can pull that filter out. Here's what they've done for the wheel. The original guy who did this, William, I think his name was. Yeah, and it's actually, there's quite the weldment in behind here in the back. Let me see if I can get a look at that. Back in here. Doghouse is temporarily stored. All the pieces are there though, it's pretty good. I've got an original color from inside it. Where'd I put that? Anyway, inside this doghouse is an original bit of paint. So I'm gonna look for that, but it seems like no one wants to do any paint or anything nowadays. It's kind of weird. I got the these, which are cool because on my F15A I only had one, so I had to make it in reverse and bend the little tabs on a brake press and thread everything and get all the little bolts and make the little canvas things myself. And look at these seats. These are pretty cool. These actually pull out, if you can see. Well, because the doghouse is in the way, it goes into the slot here. Where are you, slot? There it is. See it? This, when the doghouse isn't there, this just goes right into here. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it was like that. You could modular or something, you know, move things around. But yeah, there's two there, two here, this big seat here. It's got a nice, you can see the latch down there, right here. And you can lift this seat up. And there's an old charger for a 6-volt system, 12-volt system in there, a real old one. And yeah, so we got the roof. This is how it's done. Like this. And there's a nice shelf back up there. There's not really anything in it though. Looks like that. And I think here we have a wasp nest. Where is it? There it is. Old mud wasp nest, but there might even be one over there started, but we'll get rid of that. And then there's a main beam here, a double main beam, and you can see they cut out where the driver's head would be here. Someone probably whacked their head on it at one point, and the hell with that. Yeah. Oh, I was wondering about these things. What would that have been for? Right along this strengthening beam here. There's a captured nut there. There's a captured nut down there. I don't know what that's for, but if anyone knows, let me know. Vacuum operated. I'm hoping this works actually. Seems pretty good. Let's see, how far does it go? Oh yeah. Anyway, I rebuilt these before, but of course it's been so long I forget. You know, you pull that and it goes. What else can I show you? I'm going to throw a bit of oil in the 2 front cylinders, so I guess like 5 and 6 today, and I got a new oil filter. Be careful if you're getting oil filters. Like, you know, I'm fairly new to these engines, and the oil filtration system that's off to the side. This is a low and wide filter. Maybe I'll put it in the description which one I got off Amazon, but I ended up getting one. It wouldn't even go in. Like, it's basically the same size as the reservoir, so it wouldn't go in. This one, yeah, I'm gonna have to throw it out or whatever, but the other one slid right in, perfect size, matched with the old one. You can see I got a fuel filter there. I was gonna do some rubber, a little bit. Everything's metal to the pump and to the carb, so I'm gonna split it underneath, mount them up, one each on rubber, and clamp them up there. Let's see how that goes. Right now I'm working on oiling the gas pedal, because it oh, actually, you know what, while I'm here, it hit the floor. It hits the floor and just stays there. So I looked up in the manual. There should be 2 return springs on that, way over by the carb there. So let's go see. That's the only piece I have left over from my other restoration, is that mirror arm. Gotta get one of these. Missing one over there. All right, so passenger compartment. A little bit of rust on some stuff here. So yeah, throttle. Where are the return springs? There's one there. I believe that's one there. Yeah. And behind this plate, and you know, I kind of loosened some stuff off to get this in here. Let me take it out for you, just so you can have a look. Sorry it takes so long. Oh guys, I found a lucky penny in here too. My eyes are bad, so I can't even see what year it is. So anyway, yeah, so there's that one, and here, look at this one. This one's fat. It's pretty fat. See? It wasn't going in there. Same design. It's just the diameter is a little bigger. You know, so. And someone up on the Maple Leaf Up forum was wondering, oh, I gotta know if I gotta prime this with oil. Maybe I'll fill her up about halfway. I haven't done any research into that. Oh, that was not good. That was not good right there. There we go. Where'd that come from? Come off this thing. Jeez, I better be careful, eh? There we go. Okay. Throw that back on there just temporarily. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you think I should prime this, because it's gonna be a couple days before after I post this video that I get to it. Yeah, someone on Maple Leaf Up forum. Look at this. They were wondering if there was a plate here. I'm finding all sorts of neat stuff. Look at, here's a piece just sitting in here. I'm gonna take all this off anyway. I like this. Oh, look at that. That's a neat color. Huh. It's like, this is rusty green and this is just regular old green from whenever, I don't know. Yeah, so nice canvas there. Someone made this a long time ago, but it's just, these things just sit and it just gets old again, you know. They got some snaps here. The seats have the pull the dots here. You see, but they're, you know, they get old, and it's brass. You can tell it's brass of some sort. It's turning green, but yeah, the seats are all dirty and whatever. And look at, they used the old steel staples, so it's you know, kind of looks cool, I think, anyway. But here's what they've done here. Someone on Maple Leaf Up was wondering what they did to fill this gap, but this is obviously not original. I'm sure there was a piece of canvas under this plate, and you would, you know, it would just maybe come up this way a little bit, something like that. Oh, there's a little brass screw. You have to keep that. I don't know what that goes to. Put that over here. That's my safe storage area right there. So let's get the old-fashioned flashlight here. There's the, oh, it's too freaking. There's the rad. Looks pretty good. Well, apparently this is a rebuilt rad. That's one thing I did get out of them. But look at this. It's got a hot rod fan in it. Some cool stuff here. Let's see over this side. I'm going to clean up all those connections. Put some electrical grease on there. And the carburetor. If anyone's got any tips and tricks on this, you know what, I've got the cable here. You can see the cable straight ahead there. That's hooked up to the choke thing. So the choke thing. It's hooked up to the choke, and what we've got, I think this one here is the one. Anyway, the throttle adjuster is not hooked up yet. Like the pull from the instrument cluster is not hooked up, and I'm sure, where's this? There we go. Okay, so, oh, it comes down and pulls up on here from here, I think. Pulls straight up. So I have to run another line from this. Choke, throttle. There you go. Choke and throttle. Throttle's not hooked up. It's just laying here on the floor right there. So anyway, I would grease up those rails on the chairs for fun. There's a lot of stuff for the lighting that's not hooked up, like you can see. Actually, look at that. That's some kind of instrument cluster or something. These are bulbs. Bulb ends. Oh, someone put a piece of tape. Let's see if I can still read it. That'd be awesome. It says, "This doesn't belong in this truck." Oh, okay. No, I'm just joking. It's very old and there's nothing written on it anymore. So I'll have to figure out. Maybe it's just from the instrument cluster, but that's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Let's see here. No, it can't be. I'll look it up in the manual. There's just, this big end's just laying here. Interesting. Let me know if you know what this is for. It's got a few short, oh, there's another piece of tape. And my wrench is stuck to my, I have a magnet on my phone so I can just my camera. I have a magnet on my camera so I can just slap it around wherever I want to put it. Oh, whoa. This actually says something on it. Oh, looks like it's in Hebrew or something. I don't know. It's like white. Boy, I don't know. It's hieroglyphics now. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool. Lots of shop rags. I'm going to take all this stuff out of here. I think this is, it's nice, but I just like the old metal, you know. We'll see how this goes. I might take this apart. I just saw someone's video. Man, I can't remember what it was, but just today, he took the whole top off this carburetor and found some junk in there. So if your fuel filter in the bowl is bypassing, it gets in here. He cleaned out the jet and the little needle. Might do that too, if it's easy enough. If I don't wreck the gasket, that would be good. And here's a different view of the back. you know, of this interesting creation that I think it's William Spencer from Manitoba has created. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to get all this stuff out of here and just like put it in the windows. Maybe I'll put the windows in, put the doghouse on eventually, or take it out of here and store it somewhere else. Oh, here's that piece. Here's the piece, look. This is the little access port. And here is like an original green. I think. And I tried to match it up with bare paints. Just I went to Home Depot and just grabbed this stuff here. And that's pretty close, this one here. What is it called? Classic bronze. Yeah, classic bronze. N310 is the number on that one. Anyway, so that matches up pretty cool. I don't think it's this one. Well, maybe it is actually. Buddy went to Home Depot in Manitoba and just bought some and slapped her on here. Maybe I'll do that. My cousin had one of those big 6x6s from the 50s, and he just slapped paint on it, camouflaged it. It was pretty cool. Alrighty. Oh, there's the lucky penny, guys. The lucky penny. What year is it? It is 2000. No, is this actually, no, 2009. Yeah. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Well, I should show you the top, I guess. That's pretty much it. So hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a couple days with another one. Full of crap.